Now for Hype, uh, I'm not a company stan. I think we've talked about this. It's so weird for me that somebody is going to be a company stan. Like, am I going to stand Toyota or it's so weird. LG Collins, for Procter and Gamble. It's so weird for me to stand a company like that's Jesus. I don't even stand Apple, which and I've used iPhones and Mac all my life. So this is just so weird for me. I'm not a company stan. I'm a BTS stan. Like I stand BTS. So I just want to make sure because this company was built by BTS. I want to make sure that they are protected and the company that they built will be protected. So that's just my concern. Now, I've also said in the past, and you know this because I also disappointed many of you when I said it, that Bang Shiyuk and many of these officials inside Hybe and Big Hit, they are not angels. That they have done a lot of things that are very unkind. I know because I'm also an entrepreneur. And if you're growing your business, you will do things that seem unkind. Firing a person, especially if that person is not doing anything wrong, is unkind. But sometimes you have to do it, and especially if company is as big as this, they have done it several times already. They've fired people not because the person is doing something wrong, but because they don't need that person anymore. That in itself is an unkind thing. So that's just one example, but I'm sure that they have done so many things in the past. I did also say, however, that everyone failed New Jeans. Ma- every older person, every adult around New Jeans, they have all failed New Jeans. And I'm not going to change my stance on that. And when I say everybody, that includes Bang Shiyuk because I have no idea why he hired this woman. So I just want to make that clear. I know I have disappointed a lot of you with my stance that they are still brainwashed, but that is still what I think. They left them in the abuse. I thought I heard once that all Hive info was backed up on the cloud, so wouldn't they have any laptop info available even if she won't give it back? Yes. So usually, I mean, just a even a small company, like if you're a medium-sized company, one of the things that you do is make sure that your equipment, especially your computers and the phones that you issue, anything that is done in that computer is actually recorded and reported to you. So there, I would say there is a 99.9% chance that everything in her laptop is actually recorded in the cloud. Um, I think it would be I would be surprised if Hive says no, we're not backing up. I'm going to be very very surprised. So I'm sure that they have a backup of that computer. Whatever. Okay, she was a friend who backstabbed him. I understand that. I understand, Mickey. I understand. I mean, I'm not saying that I certainly have been betrayed. I certainly have hired the wrong person many times. I've done that many, many times. Okay, so I'm not saying that Bang Shiyuk is stupid for hiring her. Not at all. And I think I'm a very good judge of character, and I've made several many mistakes in hiring the wrong people. So yeah, I understand that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that specific mistake, maybe I misspoke or I'm not articulating my thought clearly. And thank you for pointing that out. I think I am trying to point out is that it is a costly mistake because it's costing the lives of five girls, of five young women. I think that is a more accurate way of saying it. Okay, but thanks for pointing that out now I because you gave me a chance to clarify it. Okay, being mean is one thing and being tough is okay. Can they sue her for theft? They can. That depends on what is written in the contract that she signed. But she had bad SM scandals, so Bang knew she was problematic. um Maybe he gave her the benefit of the doubt. You don't have to be okay. It's just fast. Army don't fall in anyone's trap. Ignore all haters. They will manipulate every word in their favor. Um, yeah, so that is the I think that is the if there's anything to take away from this live stream is that a lot more worse things are coming. Worse things. um and so I hope that, and the best way to help, that was a good question, whoever asked that, like how can we help BTS, to make sure that we just believe BTS. And so if there's any photo, any video, any scandal, any news in the future comes out that will even remotely become a scandal, I think the best thing for us to do is to not listen to that, to ignore that, to bury it by actually highlighting the good things that are happening. I think anything related to their family, anything related to their personal lives, whether they're dating somebody or whatever, that is none of our business. And so if like, oh, Dispatch caught this BTS member dating somebody, like, so great. I hope they become happy. So we ignore all of that. And I think we should also extend that same courtesy to their family. Like some BTS members are very protective of their family members. They don't like showing their photos. So I think we shouldn't share their photos as well. We know that, like, for example, J Hope's sister, she's very visible because of her business. Um, RM's sister is a little visible now because of her business as well. So those I think is okay because they allow themselves to be out there. But for the rest, let's protect them as well. Yeah. So if the best way to fight any kind of possible scandal is to highlight the good ones, that's how you bury the bad ones. She is talented. She really knows what to do and how to sell it, and she's great at her work. What does not change? She can be an awful person. She is great at her work. That does not change. She can be an awful person. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I also have never denied that she's very good at what she does. So, so what? uh, AI is scary, and MHJ might try to use it. Yes. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good point, Amy. So, most likely AI is going to be used in the future. Video and voice AI. That's most likely going to be used in the future. Smart is smart, no spin changes it to gold. Yeah. It's considering that Hive is the biggest economic provider, trying to bring them down is beyond dumb. Army is MHJ's Waterloo. Solo Stan are also playing on haters' tune. Yeah, that's another frustrating thing. Like many of the other fandoms are actually getting into the solo stands. They're trying to form an alliance in the hopes that they will bite, because solo stands will do anything to bring everybody else down just to keep to elevate their favorite. The attack isn't just against High, but it's also against Army. Being a good producer didn't make MHJ a good CEO. Yeah, I would, however, call her a creative director more than a producer.